Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to yet another video. Welcome back to my channel. This is Monday to Monday. And as you all know, what we do here is equip ourselves with those tools that will help us level up, go to the next level, meet our better version of, of us, or rather, each person meets his or her own better version. So the other day, I had one of my loyal supporters who asked me, Jeff, if you could talk about purpose and alignment, that would be great. And I said, you know what? Say less. Anything to challenge ourselves, anything to keep us in alignment, anything to make sure that we are still sticking on the course, that we're still following and pursuing our dreams. That is where my interest is, and that is why we have this channel. So without further ado, that's what we'll be discussing today. That's what I'll be talking about. I'm gonna be giving you guys some pointers, and it's gonna be really interesting. So I hope you're prepared because I am. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Uh, we talk about purpose and alignment, and allow me to start by asking you a very simple question. All right? Have you ever felt like you're moving but going nowhere? Yes, you can. You feel like there's some motion happening, but you cannot point in what direction it is. Okay, it's like you're busy every single day, but something still feel like is missing. So you get stuck in the usual, or rather regular routine. You wake up, you work, you survive. All right, and then the next day you wake up, you work, you survive. Yes, you have all these things going on for yourself, but it's not really what you want to be doing. That's what you can say. You are misaligned, because deep inside there's a voice that is asking, is this really what you're created for? And is this all? Is this what life is about? Like you just wake up, go to work, come back, maybe chill a little bit, and then you know go back to work again. Life is not supposed to be like that. Okay, and that's why today we are talking about purpose and alignment, because success without alignment feels empty, and movement without purpose becomes you become exhausted, right? When you keep on doing and repeating the same things without purpose, without having a clear sense of direction, that's where the exhaustion kicks in. Yes, you may be working, but if you don't have an idea of where you're going, that's where the exhaustion kicks in. And when your life is out of your alignment, even the small victories that we keep talking about here, they feel heavy. Instead of you feeling like uh, feeling positive about all this small achievement happening, it still feels heavy because you're not aligned to your purpose. But today we are going to talk about something that will completely change your life. And again, purpose and alignment. And this is not just about chasing goals. This is not just about motivation. Okay, this is becoming who aligned with who you truly with who you're meant to be, right? Become aligned with who you are truly meant to be. So as you go about your activities, as you go about your daily job and all these things, ask yourself, are you aligned? Are you following your purpose? Because most people are not living intentionally. I've been there. We are not living intentionally. Just you have so much pressure going on. It could be from society, it could be from family, friends, and most of this pressure is to look successful, not to be successful. You have pressure to look successful, dress in a certain way, hang out at certain joints, hang out with certain people. You don't deep down inside, you don't even want to be there. That's not you. So there is something that I came to understand. When you find your purpose in life, everything else aligns. Everything. You go from living with purpose to vision then provisions. All this happens when you find your purpose in life. Now, most people, what they do, they go from they go from provisions. They go from provision. This is, you're chasing the money without the vision. So what ends up happening, since you didn't have the vision to keep the money in the first place, you lose it, and then now you start from square one. And that's not the type of movement that you want to be on. If you put your purpose ahead of your vision, and then the provision will come afterwards. And I'll explain to you what I mean. Put your purpose in front of the vision. Now, what you want to do, you want to tap into the vision, right? When you tap into the vision, you won't have to chase money or other provisions, because provisions will always follow the vision. And by that itself, even if I was to end this video right now, I've already defined and told you how to align yourself with your purpose. So make sure you know that down. Make sure you you be on that type of motion. Because some of us, we chase careers that we hate, relationship that drain us. We've all been there. You're with someone and they are draining you. That's not where you want to be. You two are not aligned. You're chasing a lifestyle that impresses strangers that you don't even know. All this, what is it doing? It's destroying your peace. And what will happen is that slowly by slowly you will start to lose yourself. And losing yourself is what I'm telling you. You become misaligned with your vision, with your purpose. See, you can look successful on the outside while feeling lost on the inside. Most people are. You can make money but still feel empty. You can have followers and still feel unseen. And I'll ask you, how many people, how many celebrities, influencers have they come out saying that once they may have all these millions of followers on social media, but in real sense they are lonely people. And I'm not saying it's all of them, but there's a good number of them, because I believe that sometimes social media can make you live a life that's not really you. Okay, like you're surrounded by people but yet you feel alone. So that's why I keep telling you guys, try to control them. Try to control social media. Too much of something is poisonous, right? But we hear these things all the time. If you ask me, I don't think we were designed to know so many people, like millions of people. And for the most part, we don't really know them. It's just numbers on a screen. 300,000 followers. But how many do you even know? Not too many. Now, back to purpose. When it comes to purpose, you need to understand that it's not an accident. You are not created randomly. You are not created randomly. And I'll be honest with you, my conviction supersedes my fears. What I believe in, I believe that I'm here on this earth for a specific purpose. And that by itself, it supersedes every fear that I have to go after my purpose. Okay? And I'm telling you, there is something inside you that the world needs. It could be a calling, it could be a gift, a vision, a mission. You never know. And that's why I keep telling you guys, you always need to be prayerful people. Ask God for these things. Ask God to give you the knowledge of your purpose, why He created you. Okay, ask the Holy Spirit to inspire you to tap into your purpose. And the thing with purpose is that it's not always loud. It's not always loud. Sometimes it's just that voice that talks to you, that or rather that whispers to you when you're alone. Those conversations that you have. right? It's like you can feel a deep calling, do something. And it may show up in the things that move your heart, right? The burdens that you carry, the dreams that you can't let go. Have you ever been just by yourself and you thinking that you know you're good at something, or you know you can provide a solution to something, but you just don't know how to get there? I wouldn't be surprised. That could be your purpose. Okay. So purpose is often hidden beneath fear. You're afraid. You're afraid to go after what you know you want. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to get rejected. You're afraid that you're not enough. I'll be honest with you. No one is really enough, and you never know until you try. And even if you try, the fact that you tried, the fact that you actually tried, you have already conquered that fear. So what you need to do, just need to keep on trying and trying and trying. That's the mentality that you need to have. Even if it's not working with the time that you plan, just keep on trying. At some point, something will make sense, right? Because every time you try and let's say you don't succeed the first time, you know what you did not do correct. So when you try the second time, you can be able to do much better, and so on and so forth. By the time you know it, you are pro at your area. So the life that you are created for is on the other side of fear. The life that you were created for is on the other side of fear. And I'll add this. Doing nothing causes things, right? Doing nothing causes things, but nothing causes it more than actually doing things. Let me repeat that. Doing nothing causes things. When you do nothing, something will happen. And this something can be you regretting, right? Can be you now being forced to live a life that you don't want to live because you did nothing about it. Now on the other side, doing something causes it more than doing nothing, right? So when you choose to do something about the situation that you're in, and of course, when I talk about doing something, I'm talking about like uh, moving forward. All right, stop letting go of those bad habits that are keeping you stagnant. That's what I mean by doing something. At the end of the day, your life is gonna naturally start getting better because not everyone will understand your journey, and they are not supposed to. This is your journey. This is your purpose. Not everyone is supposed to understand it. Okay, and forget even understanding. They won't even support you. Not everyone will support you, and don't feel entitled. The closest people next around you should support you. They don't have to. If they support you, then fine. But if they don't, it doesn't really mean they are bad people. Sometimes maybe they're just not in a position to do it. At the end of the day, you need to align yourself with your purpose, because alignment changes everything. Alignment is when your actions match your values. What you're doing, it matches the life that you want to live, right? It matches the person that you want to become. That's alignment. When your habits are supporting your destiny, when your environment feeds your growth instead of destroying it. Ask yourself right now, what, for the most part, where are you? What environment are you putting yourself into? You know the answer, all right? I know where I usually allow myself to be. I'll tell you this, it's where I get value, right? Where I feel elevated. So have your spirit, your mind, and actions move in the same direction. Alignment. Have your spirit, your mind, and actions move in the same direction. Because you cannot pray for purpose while living in constant distractions. And in this world, in these times that we're living, we have distractions every day, everywhere. We have distractions. This is one of them, right? It might look small, but this, if you don't know how to use this, you abuse it. Like right now, as I'm recording this video, it's silent. All right, it's on focus, D&D, because I'm purposing this moment. This already is value to me. And your time is important, my time is important. So I need to purpose to make sure I give you quality content, quality material, a video that you can watch and you can feel elevated. Not just elevated, you can challenge yourself to do better. Okay? Because I know my purpose. I know my purpose. I know the direction I want my life to go. I might not have the clear picture and I might not know how it will all play out, but I know the direction that I want my life to follow. So you cannot ask for something like peace where you yourself are entertaining chaos. You cannot be the definition of chaos while still asking for peace. With that being said, you cannot expect growth while staying attached to what is killing your future. Right? You need to separate yourself from all these vices. All these vices. You know your vices. We all have, or rather have had vices, because alignment requires sacrifices. You have to choose. It's either your future, your destiny, or your distractions. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, no one will make that choice for you. The choice is yours. But we all know choices have consequence. So sometimes you have to walk away from your comfort zone. You have to, for you to achieve things, right? You have to walk away from your comfort zone. You have to outgrow people. You might be in a group of friends, and you're starting to realize that both you guys are drifting in terms of how you think. The things that previously excited you are not excited you right now. That's a sign. That's a sign you're starting to be misaligned from your purpose. Okay. And again, I keep telling you, it doesn't mean that they are bad people. You are just outgrowing them. If it's not happening, maybe they are outgrowing you. Okay. And yes, this process is painful because it means now you start losing the people you you are hanging out with, right? You might not be losing them physically, but it's just the way of thinking is not the same anymore. So that's transformation happening in your life. So also stop comparing your journey. Talked about comparing your journey on I think a couple of videos back. Stop comparing your journey. Imagine this. Not even imagine. This is a fact. All the billions people we have in the world, we all have different fingerprints. So that itself should tell you that we were made to be different. Okay. One of the biggest reasons why people lose alignment is comparison. Comparing yourself. And there is a difference between comparing yourself and you can be inspired. You can look at someone and be inspired by what they're doing or the type of person they're becoming. And you can want that for yourself. You can be inspired by that. Comparison is when you feel like they are having it better than you. And it's like you're envying them. You want what they have without knowing what they had to do. Okay? So you start comparing, timelines. You start comparing income, relationships, achievement. But back to purpose, this thing is personal. It is personal. The person you're comparing yourself to might be living in his or her purpose. Are you telling me that you want to share a purpose? Shouldn't be like that. You need to believe that you are here for a reason. And that's what I was telling you. My conviction supersedes my fear. I believe that I'm in this world to solve something. Okay? I believe that I'm a missing piece of a puzzle. So I'm aligning myself with my purpose. And I want to tell you that you are not meant, or rather, you are not created to copy someone else's life. You can have a tree and a flower. They grow differently, but both fulfill their purpose. So stop rushing your journey because someone else is appearing like they're ahead. No, stop rushing your journey. You need to, so long as you're moving gradually, so long as you're doing the things you need to do, you don't need to worry about anything else. You're already aligning yourself. Everything else will work according to what you're aligning yourself into. So stop comparing yourself. You can have people who are successful in public, but in private they are broken. Okay, possible. It's possible. You've had cases of famous people, you know, ending themselves. You wonder, you had what the world, what the public could call, you had the world to still to do to to harm yourself. So my point is, stop comparing yourself. Just focus on being whole. Okay, focus on being disciplined and focus on becoming aligned with your purpose. Because when you're aligned, you stop forcing things that were never meant for you. Forcing people, anything that was never meant for you, you stop forcing it. So purpose is not just inspiration, it's discipline. Because you cannot become who you are meant to be while repeating the habits that destroy your future. It can never happen. You either have to let go or just live a life that at the end of the day you will not be content with it. And as you become disciplined, be consistent too in the hard days, the lonely days, okay? The days that no one believes in you, days you feel like quitting. Be consistent, be disciplined. No one says that following your purpose is going to be easy. It's not easy. But the good thing is that you don't feel you're out of alignment. As hard as it might be, you still feel like that's the direction that you want to move, because you know you it's bigger than you. Okay, it's bigger than you. So every day when you wake up, try not to get distracted. Avoid distractions at all costs. So I want to tell you that you should choose growth over comfort. As you become aligned, choose growth over comfort. One more thing, understand that God did not create you to live small. Let's stop with the inferiority complex. God did not create you to live small. I keep telling you guys that this good life that you envision not meant to be lived by other people. Okay, you deserve it too. You deserve it too. I know I deserve it. That's why I'm working. I'm working so that I can get there. And at the end of the day, it's really not about the destination. Okay, it's about the journey. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Each and every second of it. Enjoy it. Because even right now, if I think back 5 years ago, I'm not where I was. I might not be where I want to go, but I'm not where I was. There's a whole difference in a positive way, a whole difference. I feel like I'm a new person, right? And I know for me to get to the next level, I have to invent myself every day. Every day. I have to strive to be better every day. And when I tell you that God did not create you to live small, this is not arrogance. Okay, it's not you know what, maybe it's ego, right? You are not created to spend your entire life doubting yourself. Why? Your entire life you keep asking, you can I asking yourself, can I do it? Can I really do it? Can I really do it? No, you want you starting to ask yourself, it's like you need a reason um to do it. Like, people have to believe in you. No, they don't. I keep telling you, no one has to believe in you. So long as you believe in yourself, so long as you believe in your abilities and your talents and your work, no one else has to believe in you. And you don't have to be perfect as you start, as you aligning yourself with your purpose. You don't have to be perfect. Just keep the forward motion moving. That's all you need. Keep the forward motion. Okay. You're not meant to shrink your gifts because other people are uncomfortable with your potential. Don't do that. Don't shrink your gifts because other people are uncomfortable with your potential. Okay, go out there and conquer the world. Right? There's a reason you have survived things that were meant to break you. There's a reason. So it cannot just be that you're here for just to live a basic life. Don't do that. So understand that your story is not over. Story is not over. And maybe, just maybe, everything you went through was preparing you for alignment. Maybe whatever you went through, that situation that was hard at some point in your life, or rather it's hard right now at this point in your life. Maybe it's preparing you to align you. Maybe it's shaping your character. So as I conclude, I want to ask you one thing. Will you continue living distracted, or will you finally become aligned with your purpose? To make that choice. Will you keep surviving, or will you start becoming who you were created to be? You have a choice to make, and no one will make that choice for you. Okay? Because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, life will ask you a question. Will ask you a question. Did you become the person that you were capable of becoming? And I hope when that day finally comes, I hope your answer is yes. I hope your answer is yes. Not because that the journey was easy, not because you never failed, because you chose alignment over comfort. You chose purpose over fear. You chose growth over excuses. I hope your answer will be yes. I know I'm working, I know I'm putting in the work, being consistent, okay? Learning, with this type of lifestyle, you don't, there is no physical class. You have to learn as you go. What you're picking, okay? Pick what you're picking as you go. Learn as you go. You don't strive to be perfect. Strive to be better than who you are yesterday. So as I end this video, as always, I hope you have been challenged. I know I have been challenged. And if this video spoke to you, please subscribe to the channel. And if there is a topic that you'd like me to talk about, that you'd like me to do a video about, drop it on the comments. And at the end of the day, let's keep moving forward. Let's keep moving forward. As always, I've been your boy, Jeff. This is Monday to Monday. See you on the next one. Peace.